Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Ashogat, Mysore. We are actually talking about the transit of Jupiter in different signs. So, there is a concept of Vedha, and without knowing that, we should not go ahead and explain transits. So, this is the transit of Jupiter, we are discussing for the year 2023, but it will also float into the overflow into the year 2024. And why? Because this is not for year 2023, it is for the transit of Jupiter in the sign of Aries and for different houses or different signs. So here today we are discussing from the perspective of Taurus, that is, if the ascendant is Taurus or if moon is in Taurus, and if even sun is in Taurus. If you need to understand this, please check out my first video. You will understand why it is. But anyway, I will give you a small concept on this. Ascendant is for the body, all the physical things, whatever, all that you can touch, feel, see, smell, taste, all that comes in your physical world. So ascendant, that is, all moon is like the feel, the empathy, the sympathy, the sorrow, the happiness, honesty, trust, distrust, everything will come in moon. And sun is confidence, vigor, courage. The other way around is fear, tremor, attacks, heart attacks. All that comes with sun. So health comes with sun, and speech, the what we call as vocabulary comes with moon, language. And then you have lagna, which is your house, car, you have your good sleep, all that comes with ascendant. So I'll keep repeating this only for first 3 videos, and after that I'll just link it here. So this thing is the same thing which will keep coming in all the videos. So now Taurus has these placements as on date. The transit of Jupiter is happening in the 12th from Taurus. So there is something called as Vedha, which I mentioned. For the 12th transit, the second from Taurus should be empty. If Jupiter has to give full results. If it is a good planet for that particular lagna, it will give good results. If it is a bad planet for that lagna, it will give bad results. So this 12th transit is usually considered as a malefic transit. So if it is a malefic transit, see, for example, if it was a second transit, like for example, for Pisces, Jupiter is in the second house, it's a benefic transit. So if there is a planet in the 12th house from Pisces, it will attack Jupiter and it will reduce its beneficial results. So now Taurus, Jupiter is in the 12th. So if any planet is in the second, now we can see Venus and Mars. They will create a Vedha. Vedha is in the sense that obstruction to the negative results for the whatever negative results is going to happen, they will stop it or they will try to reduce it, because this is a very big planet. These are small fellows and they are fast moving. They will not be there permanently. For the whole of 2023, you will have seen Venus transiting one full circle, but Jupiter will be there. So that is what is a slow moving planet. It will have a lot of impact. I would ask my Guruji when I was learning, 30 years back. I was learning with one person, aged person, not in Mysore itself. So there, when I asked him, why does the transit of Jupiter and Saturn has to be accounted so much? So he told, you go and see a stone cutter, he will have a chisel and he will have a hammer. The boulder has to be broken. He will keep hitting the same line on a boulder. You can't make a difference out of it. If you go and see there, after 100 times he has hit it, He is taking a sledgehammer and simply beating the boulder. The boulder is big. You can't make a difference. You go nearby, even take a lens and zoom in and see. You can't see a crack there. But he knows that the boulder is breaking. After 150 times or 160 times, the whole boulder will crack exactly in the line he has beaten. That is the transit of Jupiter and Saturn. See, the point is so well explained. A transit of heavy planets, it is like the hammer which keeps beating on an event. It keeps coming like a dream that I need to quit this office, I need to start a shop, I need to start some business. That keeps coming from inside. You, after quite some time, you will quit the office. You will start your business. Whether it will go for profit or loss, that's a different thing. What I'm trying to tell you is, what is a long-term effect of heavy planets and their transit? This is very important. But I may not be repeating this in all the videos, so I would always tell my viewers that every video I will be putting some concepts inside it which will not be directly pertaining to the video. So please go through all the videos, you will understand one or the other concept. For even one concept, I and my wife, we remember we would travel kilometers. We would sit at our guru's house, wait until one concept we get. And that concept, we would churn it. We have done that hard work. So please, you people are getting it directly served. Please do your hard work, or else astrology is not an easy thing to come. It takes a lot of time. So for the second house, the 12th becomes a Veda. For the 12th, the second is a Veda. So for Taurus, Jupiter is the 8th and the 11th Lord. For Taurus, it is the 8th and the 11th Lord. I am putting the South Indian chart because of difficulty of space. So please, people who are accustomed to North Indian charts, please learn this. We have learned North Indian charts. So please, you people, it's only one hour. I think you will be able to be very fluent with this. It's an easy chart to remember. So the 8th and the 11th Lord is transiting the 12th house. A malefic Lord. This is also a malefic Lord. Being the 8th Lord, it is the Lord of hurdles by nature, though it is a natural benefic, and being the 11th Lord is the Lord of health problems, but it is also a Lord of profit. So, people who go to foreign countries in this particular period of 2023 will make profits. See the story, how it builds. 12th house is a foreign place, otherness, other country, other people, other food, place where you sleep, changes, displacement. From the Lagna, profit is seen if the native shifts into a place which is not of comfort. That means there is hard work, right? He goes through a lot of difficulties. He will be alienated, but still he will make profits. So let us go through things one by one. It aspects the 4th, 6th and the 8th house. That means it aspects the 8th, its own sign, the 7th from it, which is the 6th house, the 5th from it, which is the 4th house. So the 4th, the 6th and the 8th, people who are going to attempt competitive examinations can do well if they have focus. That is what gets hit when there is a negative transit in the second house. Sun will come after 2 months here. So Sun will have a negative effect here because second transit of Sun is not good. Okay, anyway, we are not going for small minor planets now. Fear of losing one's identity, place, status, getting into indecisiveness, going through anxiety, going through pain of losing social status. It's not a small thing. Going through humiliation is a tough thing to go through. So it's a tough transit. It is not such a easy transit. but also gives opportunities away from the place where the person is staying as on date, or with enterprises and institutions which are of foreign in nature. Maybe until today, the person from Chennai was transacting with people only from Chennai, and 2023 comes, he will be given a project South Korea. So he will be in Chennai, but he will be transacting with people in South Korea. So he will have to adjust with so many things. He cannot simply go there and speak as though he is a native Tamilian. It doesn't happen. So either he needs to learn how to communicate, so many things. So new things, person will learn new things. So expenses and health related problems will increase. 12th house. 12th house means Vyayasthana. Imprisonment is also seen for those who have illegal activities which are running from past, not today. Immediately they will not start. People who are into it, they have to be careful, because 12th house also means going through inquiries, going through imprisonment, arrest, unnecessary problems. Unlawful law activities, cut it off. We tell that it doesn't happen because they don't see these videos. So, going through or taking pilgrimage is very good in this period. Jupiter 12th house is extremely good for being silent, going through activities of spirituality, going through meditation, doing yoga, starting to learn yoga. This is a very good period for those activities. So tour, pilgrimage tour will be a very good choice in this period. People who are trying to go abroad might come across opportunities for the same. So all this, my background work has been done by ma'am here. So I'm just going through each point and giving you a higher clarity on that. Avoid getting into partnership and businesses. Do not make any investments in this period. Now, why is that particularly, new businesses, startups and investments? Eighth Lord. Eighth Lord. If it was only the 11th Lord, we would not have, this point would not have come. You could have gone for export and import businesses. It would have done very good for you. But being the eighth Lord, even export and import will have a lag. And that lag might not be created because of the native or the partner or the person who is on the other side. It might be because of some country which has got involved into some problem. Like for example, Sudan now suddenly big problem, and Manipur, what's happening there. So the reason might be something else, but businesses will totally get halt. Businesses will be like, you can't do anything, you can't even come out. Where is the business? You can't do your personal regular business. Where is food, water, milk? That itself is gone. So anything, suddenly natural problems can arise in this period. So staying away from family by force or by choice, that is isolation, is seen. This is what I told you earlier, that 12th house shows that if a person can take up some business or activity abroad or away from his place, or with those people who are not pertaining to that particular normal area or local zone, he will do well. So there will be some relief after 15th June until 15th July, as Sun will be transiting the second house, that is Gemini. This is for those people who are getting affected by Jupiter in the negative way. For those people who are getting benefic results. Why? How come, sir, you are telling that the same Rashi can get either benefic or malefic results? Is because if for example, I'm giving you a little bit of clarity here, but it might also confuse you. But still, let us say the ascendant is here, ascendant, and moon is here. So for moon, it is the second transit. It is benefic. For ascendant, it is the 12th transit. It is moderately malefic. Sun comes here. So these are the complications. Sun is having a Vedha on Jupiter for the ascendant. Physically, this person will have problems, but emotionally and mentally, he will be very strong to do whatever he is doing. So these things have to be seen. That is why astrology is not that easy. It's a little complicated. You will not have the Rashi, Sun and Ascendant all in the same house. If it would have been very easy for us to interpret. Or anyway, the science itself would not have existed. So after July 15th, once again, you will feel the difficulty of the 12th transit of Jupiter for negative results. For positive results, when Sun comes into the second house, you will see again those also get stopped. They will have a delay. Like for example, visa is getting stamped, 15 days delay, 1 month delay. Sometimes I have heard people 8 months delayed, 1 year delay. So this delay happens because of Vedha. And long delays happen because of Saturn, Jupiter, Vedha. These are all big Vedas. I will come to that later when Saturn is comes into the picture. So thank you very much for today's class.